Shout out to Canelo Alvarez and shout out to Caleb Plant. No reason to be ashamed of your performance, Caleb. Your defense was great. You showed Canelo something seems like he wasn't expecting. It's just in the end, it's what I said. If you don't have enough power to keep Canelo off you, he's just going to keep coming at you till he wears you down, and that's exactly what happened. Canelo is like a machine. He just doesn't stop. And people sometimes get misled when they watch Canelo fights because it looks like the other guys winning or doing something fantastic like Billy Joe Saunders. It's just that Canelo knows his own power. So he doesn't have to throw. He's never been a volume puncher anyway. He just kind of waits for his shots and he makes every shot counts. He doesn't waste a punch. So it looks like the other guy's getting off and he's really just wasting energy. If you can't, hurt Canelo, you're just pretty much wasting energy. But you got to, at the same time, rack up some points. So kind of a lose-lose situation for anybody fighting Canelo. It's starting to look like the only one that can beat Canelo is Canelo. The Charlos, I think he's, as much as I like the Charlos, I just think he's too much. I think he's a harder puncher. They can punch. One of them can punch. I forget Jamal or Jamal. I forget which one, but one of them can punch, but not like Canelo. And Canelo's had, he's near 60 fights, and he's still a young guy. So what can you show him that he hasn't seen? He's the undisputed champ in 168, the first Mexican to go 4 different weight divisions and conquer them. So, shout out to Canelo Alvarez. Shout out to Caleb Plant. He wasn't planted on the canvas when I thought he would be in the 7th round. He did that little leg dance that reminded me of that episode of Martin where he's fighting Tommy Hearns, where he kind of turned to the side and jogged. And kind of reminded me of that Thomas Hearns fight against Marvin Hagler where he kind of turned and got his jog on. But Caleb Plant has nothing to be ashamed about. They even embraced at the end. And I heard that Caleb Plant told Canelo that he was sorry for dropping the MF bomb, and it's all good. And, I'll be interested in seeing who Caleb Plant fights next. He definitely has a future in the division. Both guys were in great shape. It's just Canelo caught him with that left hook. The left hook looked like it had him out on his feet before the uppercut landed. Hit him with a left hook, came back with a right uppercut, and then a left, and it was just over. Caleb got up. His legs weren't there. He kind of jogged into the corner with his upper body leading the way. So he comes back out. Canelo catches him with a hook, hits him again, knocks him down, and Caleb's leg goes over the rope, and that was it, Caleb Plant showed the heart of a warrior. Just, what can you do when you fight Canelo? You have to have the power of a heavyweight to beat this guy because just, little jabs and stuff like that, you'll win the round, but it's coming in around 7th, 8th. He's going to turn it on and he's figured you out, kind of like Floyd. When Shane hurt Floyd in their fight, I think it was the 2nd round, Floyd was really hurt, but he adapted. And after that, it was a one-sided landslide victory for Floyd Mayweather. So shout out to Canelo Alvarez. The dude is focused. He's determined. The chin is granted. The IQ. He's got the IQ. He's got the power. He's pretty much a complete fighter. No, pretty much. He is the complete fighter as far as, skills, ring generalship. What can you take from the guy? A lot of people try to make it a race thing and say, where's the funny black fighters? But we're always making this thing about race. That's what it became with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Why can't we just enjoy the fights? Why we got to bring racial politics into it? They'll get their chance, These guys need to start fighting each other in the meantime, and stop waiting for Canelo. Like, Boo Boo Andre needs to fight one of the Charlos. The Charlos fight Danny Jacobs, something. But you guys fight each other in the interim until Canelo's ready to fight. Canelo said he wants to fight, 3 or 4 times? I think 3 times next year. So we'll see who's next. Canelo Shout out to Kayla Plant. You made a good showing of it. You fought better than a lot of people expected, including myself. And great night of boxing. Make sure you subscribe and keep your hands up. Be fearless and all that. Yay, yay.
What's up, Fearless Nation? This is Stacey Dash, and if you're into heavyweight boxing, then you have to check out Jay's Theory. He covers everything inside the ring and outside the ring, completely unbiased. So subscribe today. Peace.